Tattoos. I love tattoos. There's so many styles. There's Japanese, American traditional, tribal, new school. It goes all over the place. Now, granted, I'm not heavily tattooed. I've only been getting tattooed for about 2 years so far. In the course of 2 years, I've managed to get 9 tattoos. 9 tattoos in 2 years is it's pretty good, I think. But there's definitely plans for the future. And let me just tell you a little bit about what I got. But before I show you what I got, let me try to help you to find out your tattoo and just what your tattoo goal might be. All right, now as you can see here, I'm trying to plan out a sleeve. We're getting there, sort of. It'll take time. I mean, granted, like on this one, there's only about I only have like 4 tattoos on my left arm, but we'll get there. Now, let's say, for example, you're trying to build a sleeve. Sleeve tattoos can be really cool. You can go at it 2 different ways. So the way I'm doing it is patchwork. So patchwork basically works as in you're getting one style after another. Basically, usually these are flash designs, but you're getting one and then another and another until it kind of all comes together. Now, I'm usually a really big fan of this because you grow as a person, right? So I guess the sleeve kind of ages with you in a way. Like, for example, my woodpecker right here and my grim are about 2 years apart. So definitely different mindsets from when getting the grim and, my woodpecker here. And usually when you're doing these sleeves, I recommend staying within like the same style or something that kind of complement each other. For example, the style I opted for is American traditional. I think it's like very timeless design. It's withstood the test of time, right? These are like over 100-year-old tattoos. Or you can go the new school route. Those are cool too. Like a really popular one for those are like caricatures. Anime's been really popular lately. And so that's with patchwork. Now the other kind of sleeve is like one and done session. Well, not one session, right? But very thought out, everything from your wrist to your shoulder. These also look really cool too. These are usually really popular when like you're getting Japanese done, and they look pretty. I think it looks all right. And then again, with these full sleeve ones, you can mix and match styles. And again, try getting designs that complement each other. So for example, you like traditional, maybe you can go Japanese and American traditional. Or you like realism and new school, those go really good too. Shit, even fucking tribal goes in new school. Now with all that out of the way, let me get to showing you guys my tattoos. So I'm gonna list these from oldest to newest, and also share some stories behind some of these tattoos because they all don't have meaning, granted, but they do got their own story to tell, which is another part of why I love tattoos so much. Alright, so kicking it off with my very first tattoo, it's this one right here, Grim from The Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Again, this is the first one, about 2 years ago. At the time, I was 18. So let me just tell you guys this real quick. I'm not the biggest Billy and Mandy fan, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I fuck with the show, it's badass, but it's not like my top tier Cartoon Network show. So basically the story with this is, I'm in my high school class, sitting in those uncomfortable chairs, very bored, want to go home. And I just turned 18, like, I think this was like 3-4 days of me being 18, right? And I was always telling myself, I'm gonna get a tattoo. And I had that like graved in my mind. Sitting in class, very bored, and I'm just scrolling through Instagram, right? Looking at IG models and shit. And then that's when I saw like my tattoo shop really close to me, Blue Panda. I'll put them here. They were having a flash design day or whatever. And the Grim and Billy Mandy one was one of them. And I just thought to myself, I'm all like, you know what? I kind of like it. This shit's pretty cool. And so yeah, right there on the spot, I'm like, I'm gonna go get this done. So yeah, I waited out the school day, texted my mom, I'm like, hey mother, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. So school ends, my little ass goes to my car, straight to the shop, and there we go, I got it done. I mean, that's basically the story with that. I mean, 18, bored in class, impulsive decisions. Now it's aged really well. You can see that right there. It's aged pretty well. Again, it's only 2 years old. Now, I wish I would have chosen something a little like cooler, but I mean, it's got its own like little uniqueness to it. And what I even remember is going into like school the next day and thinking like everybody's gonna dig this shit. Cause granted, not many of my friends are tattooed yet, and if they were, it's from like fucking stick and pokes and shit. So I was really hyped, but so I'm going to school, showing it off, even wearing like a tank top and shit, cause I was just that guy. I was all like, I really want people to see this. But anyway, yep, that's the first one, Grim from The Adventures of Billy and Mandy. This was done by Shane at Blue Panda. I'll put his IG right there. And yeah, great first tattoo, good way to start off, get my feet wet into my tattoo collecting journey. All right, so now it's time for tattoo number 2. All right, so it gets a little bit muddy here. It's kind of fucked up. All right, so it was this Lightning McQueen one, and I don't know if you can see, line work is good and everything, but it's that fucking color, bro. That color is just not, it's not it. 1 week later, we have the Grim. We're feeling badass, and I thought to myself, I gotta go get tatted again. I just need another one. And I've always been a big fucking fan of Lightning McQueen. He's my fucking G, because I got toys and I got backpacks. But I've always loved Lightning McQueen since like a little kid and everything. He's been my favorite. And so appropriately enough, I'm like, I gotta go get this Lightning McQueen tattoo. Now, the only problem is good design and everything, but this is where I'm gonna give you guys some advice. If you want a colored tattoo, make sure you get an artist that does colored tattoos. If you want black and gray, go to somebody that does black and gray. You do tribal, go to someone that does tribal. You see where I'm kind of getting at this? Now, I didn't listen to any of this. I mean, I didn't even keep it in mind, I'm gonna be honest. And so I went and got a colored tattoo by a black and gray artist. But yeah, I mean, texted him. I'm like, hey man, you want to do a Lightning McQueen tattoo? Okay, let's do it. And we got it done. Not too much to say about my second one. It's there. I mean, I got to get it touched up for sure. But we'll see where that comes in. And then again, this was done by Shane from Blue Panda. You're an amazing tattoo artist. No shade, bro. It's all good. Shit happens. All right, so this brings us to tattoo number 3. Now, tattoo number 3 is my mom one right here. I love my mom. Yes, mama's boy, confirmed. So after learning my lesson to not get a colored tattoo from a black and gray person, I got my mom tattoo. Very old school, very withstood the test of time. Great fucking designs. I love mom tattoos. They're so cool. But the little story with this one is I actually got in a little argument with my mom the night before I got it done. Sorry, mom. And so yeah, same story, bro. Get my ass straight out of school. Again, this was done at the same shop. Different artist, of course. And we got it done, bro. I love this tattoo. My mom is such an important person to me. She's a badass. She's beat cancer. She's been a single mother. She's always been there for me. Right now, I want all of you to go give your mother a hug and tell them you love them. But this is a tattoo I have a lot of fun with. My mom loves it too. And that's all the story with that one. Which also makes this my first meaningful one, if you want to call it that. Okay, so this brings us into tattoo number 4. Tattoo number 4. So this is where I can safely say this is where I'm getting the highest quality tattoo. I found my perfect artist just for me. I love that guy. And then this is where I really kick off that like traditional style for my sleeves. All right, so it's a Sailor Jerry inspired tattoo. It's a the Poison Girls he likes to do. Now I like mine because it's like a witch style and it's a little bit like modern from like the very old ones. But I fucking love this tattoo. Now the little story with this one is it was when I moved back to my city because I moved to Chicago for a little bit. And I came back to my city very depressed, very horny, and I'm all like, I need a tattoo, bro. I gotta get that tattoo therapy in. And so yeah, this is a guy I've been like following on Instagram for a while. I've always loved his work and everything, and I've always wanted to get tattooed by him. So again, I sent him a DM. I'm like, you got this Poison Girl available? He's like, I got you. And we did it, bro. I love this tattoo. Same thing as I came back needing something good, and he delivered. And again, you know, I like the little spookiness, the Halloween vibe from it. That's a really good tattoo. Now, another thing I love about this tattoo is that's what like helped me build my relationship with my artist. Because again, this is the way I met him. First tattoo we've done. And I'm looking forward to getting more with him. But this was done by Rob at Shop 915 or Crybaby Tattoo Shop. I'll put both of the Instagrams right there. Amazing shop, amazing artist. If you're ever in the El Paso area, hit it up, bro. It's really cool. All right, so this brings us up to tattoo number 5. Now, tattoo number 5 is just this little filler tattoo. It was like part of that Friday the 13th kind of like things tattoo shops do. But yeah, it's just a bloody axe. This was not done by you know, my previous artist. This was done by Jack's Tats right here. Same shop. She did pretty good. I like it a lot. I like flex it around, you know, lumberjack style and shit. A pretty cool tattoo. Again, a really nice filler, and I enjoyed it a lot. So tattoo number 6 is this one for my stepdad. It's a motorcycle with wings and a badge number, and I think it looks pretty fucking badass, biker style. And again, this was done by fucking Rob, bro. He really delivered on this one. Very clean line work. The little colors he put in really make it pop, and I think it looks really nice. Now, a little story with this one is, you know, this is for my stepdad. He came in for my single mother. He was like, hey, baby, I got you. And that's what he did, bro. So, again, you got a stepdad, don't be a dick to them. They're pretty cool most of the time. All right, so for these tattoos, I'll actually put them together. So this is where kind of we connect my stepdad one with these right here. So I went to go get the last touches done on my stepdad one, and I saw like these 2 designs, bro. I thought they're pretty cool, and I was all like, hey, you got time for those? And then he's like, yeah. And so yeah, we got my Woody Woodpecker right here, and then my little skull. Now for these tattoos, I believe they're designs from Smith Street Tattoo, like in New York. But again, that's the story with those 2 badass little tattoos. Like, this is the woodpecker is actually my favorite one. Like, just look at that, dude. Can't really sit that good, but it's fucking cool. But this brings us to tattoo number 9, the last one, the newest one. And this is badass eagle. So a little story with this one is, he's like, you get 4 from me, I'm gonna give you a 5th one free. So I was like, okay. And that's this design we chose. Very cool, very clean, very old school American traditional eagle. You know, American traditional eagles are some of my favorite tattoos done, especially on their chest pieces and everything. They always come out very pristine. But that sums up all the tattoos. 9 tattoos in 2 years. More years of tattooing to come, more tattoos to come. And maybe we'll make an update on this video once I do so. But you may be asking yourself, Nelson, like, what's next? What are you gonna get? Well, I'm happy you asked. So the next one, I want to get a pinup girl. Pinup girls are some of the coolest tattoos. An American traditional pinup girl is by far some of like the most coolest shit around. Specifically, maybe like a mechanic pinup girl, you know, maybe holding a wrench or something. But for sure, me and my artist will come up with something very special for this new tattoo and just make it overall very amazing. But yeah, and also the goal right now is to just get sleeved up, man. Build up the sleeves, and after that, that's when we can start building up the bodysuit. But yo, all the tattoos, all the tattoo knowledge I know dumped into this video. I hope you guys really like that. But this is where the video is finished.